fell into a plane. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. So I had a thought today, and I was like, crypto is filled with winners who know lots of pain. Yeah! So, I'm going to put that in the title. But yeah, there's interesting stuff going on out there today. So, first off, let's start off with some good news. Everybody likes good news. So, these prints today were pretty damn good. Building permits, jobless claims, right? Better than expected. Initial claims, better than expected, right? So the expected was worse than prior, right? There's supposed to be more jobless claims that were expected than prior, but they were less than expected and less than prior. So, yeah, I mean, it's good news. Yeah, everything was, there was a lot of pretty damn good news. So 4-week jobless claims average, so number is lower, better than prior. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, which is good, much higher than expected. It was interesting, the expected was much lower than prior, but expected was much higher. The actual was higher than expected and higher than prior. So all good news across the board. So if you look at all these, like Philly Fed, employment, new orders, prices paid, so every single one of these, right? So if you look at employment, prior was negative 1.3 and actual was a positive 0.8, so much better than prior. New orders, new orders was less than prior. Oh well, we can't have everything. We can't have everything. Yeah, but yeah, it was mostly good news there. But yeah, I want to go into some of these things that printed today. So this is the man. This is Big Daddy Powell, of course. Markets expect the Fed to hold rates through 2026. Through 2026. With the first cut now being priced in for September 2027. I don't know, guys. I kind of get the feeling that there's going to be some sort of a crash. This can't happen. It can't be sustainable, and I'm going to go into why. Right, so let's go forward. First, of course, the famous house coin. I gotta make me some videos like this. You guys know some of my hyper edited videos in the past, but this is like rocket. Alright, that's house coin. Buy house coin. Not financial advice. Definitely not financial advice. But a house coin is pretty cool. I'll buy me a couple houses with house coin eventually. This thing does like 1000x like I think it's gonna do. But we'll see. You never know with crypto. Alright, so this trueflation has been the voice of reason for quite some time. I share posts and on the stream quite often. So they posted earlier today, that goods inflation has skyrocketed to 3.45%, the highest in 3 years, according to our independent price data. March alone, goods inflation rose from 0.95% to 3.5% year over year, driven almost entirely by rising gasoline prices, which account for 8.12% of goods inflation. Services inflation remained relatively low and stable. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, there was a topic in my community yesterday where they're talking about the war economy and so on. I know that there's this thought out there that the production of weapons for the war, to support the war, all of that is going to cause QE, and there's going to be money printing, and it's going to trickle down into assets. But what I don't like is the lack of help that the jobs market will get in that scenario, because inflation will remain high. So that goes back to stagflation, right? So stagflation is, in simple terms, it's inflation plus a recession, which typically doesn't happen in a recession. In a recession, you get deflation. It's deflationary. So the reason why that wouldn't help the jobs market is because interest rates will stay higher. Well, the interest rates will stay higher. They won't be cut just because there's high inflation. And if there's high interest rates, there's no surge of investment, and the surge of investment causes an increase in job creation, and the increase of job creation causes an increase of wages, because now companies have to compete for people to hire rather than the other way around, which is right now. Right now, workers are competing for the companies. When jobs are plentiful and wages start going up, people start investing in crypto, and they cause a cycle top. They cause a goddamn cycle top. So the point I'm making right now is that with this environment that we have, it is, in my opinion, that my cycle top that I've been talking about for a year now, that's probably going to happen in 2027, could be delayed. And it's not pretty. So I kind of hope for a crash at this point. I kind of hope for, I don't know, this is just me. I kind of hope for an economic crash. Like a 2008 style crash, I guess. I guess a .com implosion, which much bigger. Or something, like a COVID style crash, something to just take us down, take the entire economy. I mean, that would be the Goldilocks scenario, a crash like what happened with COVID. It was just like a month, and it was done and over with, and then we were flying like the next month afterwards, right? So I kind of hope that something like that would happen, but who knows how that could happen outside of like an economic crash, because typically in black swan events, outside of economic crashes, people die. So it's we don't want that to happen either. You don't want Iran to start firing off dirty bombs, irradiating people in the area. You don't want something like that. Obviously you don't want a pandemic. People die. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's this. I don't know. It's looking. On one hand, it's looking painful. On the other hand, it's like, okay, you got more time to buy lower, right? Because I made this argument yesterday that we are not officially in the crypto winter until we get 2 closes of weekly candles below, or at least at, the 200-week moving average, and we never came anywhere near the 200-week moving average, right? For those of you who didn't see my stream yesterday, let me just pull it up. So we got the 200. We got the 200-week moving average, and it's commonly known that people say we came really, really close to the 200-week, but that was just a wick on a Thursday. So, yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just not. We didn't get there yet. So I mean, the point I'm making is we could get there. We could see a new bottom because we can see a close of a weekly candle, like all the way down here, like all the way down there. So we'll see. And then we have a new bottom. Then we have what we wanted, but when will it happen? Who the hell knows? Now with all this stuff, this looking like it's starting to be a drag, man. I hope not. I really, really hope that like next week there's some announcement that the war is over. I mean, that's what I really, really hope. Because we want interest rates to come down. We want investment to start spiking. We want the companies to start hiring. We want wages to go up because we want to get this bull run going, right? So, alert: poly market traders now price in a 33% chance of a U.S. recession by the end of 26, but it's down from 11%, down 11% from recent highs. It's down 11%. Does that mean that people are thinking that the chances are lowering of a recession happening? I don't know, I guess. But the thing that I wanted to look at, I'm going to take a look at right here is if you just search on Google AI layoffs, it's freaking crazy what we're seeing here. So we're going back to over here. We're seeing quite often, right? We got really bad PPI readings yesterday, right? Producer price index, but that's related to inflation. But quite often, we're seeing very good prints when it comes to employment. Like, in fact, the only one that wasn't good in the last 4 or 5 weeks that I've seen is ADP weekly going down from 14K to 9K. Usually, the last 5 weeks, it's just been going up. You see these bars right here. They're just going up, and then like that. So, but in general, we've been seeing some pretty damn good employment numbers. So, which is a good thing. That's what we want. But I think that it's being counterbalanced, and this is something that Powell said yesterday. It's being counterbalanced by like the layoffs and the new job creations are just flattening out, becoming equal. And we just can't seem to get out of that, just flatlining. Companies are laying off and people are hiring, and companies are hiring as well. But we can't seem to go up, up, up. We're like flatlined. But you just take a look at Google, man. This is crazy. Let's just search for in the Google News. Oh no, I didn't even go to the news section, right? Just whatever. But HSBC to lay off nearly 20,000 employees. Why the global banking giant is planning, whatever. So yeah, AI, right? Banking giant plots 20,000 layoffs in huge AI overhaul, right? So this is HSBC, right? Crypto.com, this hits us right at home. It really hits us. So Crypto.com lays off 12% of workforce as the latest company's workforce as latest company to workforce as latest company to cite AI and jobs cuts. So yeah, I mean, it's just like yeah, crypto and Algorand initiate layoffs amid AI integration. And it is kind of crazy out there right now because right now, me as a software guy, I mean, you can get so much done faster. I mean, like what you can do now, and as an engineer, you could just like now like, I mean, at least at a bare minimum, one engineer can do the work of two right now at a bare minimum. And it depends on what you're doing. In some cases, one engineer could do the work of like 5 or 4. It's just crazy. And it's like everybody is going to be affected by this. And on the flip side, there's going to be an increased amount of productivity because you can get things done faster. More time to brainstorm and create, be creative, right? Because if you can get everything else done faster, that's great. Like everybody's affected. And I'm just looking at now, it's like not even doctors are needed, right? AI can look at x-rays and do a better job of identifying something. And AI can now perform surgeries. So surgeons are not needed. I guess it'll take like a year or two, maybe 3 before you have all robots in in their surgery rooms. But it is scary. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we can progress and get things done faster and be more productive at every single level. At every single level, it's a good thing. But for it to happen so fast, it's going to be like shock. And yeah, it's just like who knows what's gonna happen? Who the hell knows? But at this time, it's level. It's at this point, it's still leveling out. Um, so there isn't really pain right now because it's leveling out. As jobs are getting created, there's more layoffs, and it's going through this cycle month after month. And the fear is that something bad happens, right? You know, some sort of a black swan event, and then everything crashes. Now, that is to say, that's like a crash. That's a recessionary crash, and it's not due to the AI bubble because for the bubble to happen, it has to be massive amount of investment. You have to have retail pumping the AI bubble, buying AI stocks. You know, not necessarily buying the big caps like Nvidia, but you know, buying the smaller caps and watching those pump, and the bubble just keeps on inflating, right? And then retail starts buying into AI crypto, and we get our cycle top, right? I mean, that's all that has to happen in order for the bubble to pop. So we're not even near that point yet. So it's sort of like we're in 2019, 2020. You know, a lot of people keep saying that in crypto, even like the way the charts look. Like we're in like end of 2019 or beginning of 2020 or something like that. But in 2020 we had COVID. We had a crash. And man, it was like a massive, massive run up. Things exploded. There were more jobs. Obviously, money printing. There was more jobs. There was no interest because there was 0% interest. People started buying. People started getting paid more, and they started buying stocks. And they started buying crypto, and and they caused a huge run up. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but um, those are my thoughts in a nutshell, you guys. Click that goddamn like button before I punch you in the goddamn balls, man. And I found a nice yacht again. What did I find? Look at this. I was looking for like an orange yacht. Um, I was looking for a like a Bitcoin type of yacht. I mean, this is pretty badass. Looks cool, right? It's golden. You know what? Let's search for super yacht. Let's see if we can get a Casper color yacht. I doubt it. We probably have to do like an AI to do that. So Casper's color is greenish cyan. Let's see what we can find for the images. Nah, I can't. Yeah, it's either giving greenish cyan or it's giving yachts. I don't know. Let's search for something cool. Let's search for because there's this typical white yacht. Let's search for a black yacht. Black super yacht. Ah, look at that. Black sails. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's an odd angle though, just looking directly into it. Uh yeah, the reason why I'm showing yachts, in case you guys don't know, we're gonna be chilling on one of these things one day. If you join my community, if you join Crypto Rich, so you can become crypto rich. One of the greatest communities on the planet that has the most gains ever. So click that link in the description. Oh yeah. Let me go back to these yachts. Yeah, some of these are nice. This sort of Ooh. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. No, it was the wrong one. There you go. What the hell? Guys, drop a like if you like this, man. Holy crap, look at that. I'm going to save this in the tab and show this for many live streams to come. Look at that. Holy crap. Holy guacamole. Jesus. Wowza. Anyways, guys, that's just me in a nutshell. I was just giving my thoughts. Just a little market update right there. And I don't know. I mean, I was buying back in today. I bought back into MOG as I sold up here at the top. Same thing with Unicorn Fart Dust. Yeah, I mean, there's still some more I'm gonna buy back into. We'll see what happens. See if we get down to the bottom of this channel. We probably will, but you never know. Not financial advice, right? We could wake up tomorrow and we could just be like flying up. Who the hell knows with crypto? But yeah, I mean, I'm betting on the idea that we're probably going to make it down to the bottom of this channel. Maybe tomorrow, or the weekend, or something like that. So we'll see. Click that link in the description below. Click that like button and that subscribe button. And I'm going to catch you guys later. Code Monkey, Code Monkey.